So good morning. This was Waya shelter. Spent the last night here, and it was an alright night. Tent sites are a little small, hard to fit a tent of large size, but you know, it was alright. Of course, shelter gets quickly filled, so you gotta deal with the tent sites. There's a fire pit and then tent sites all around. Water is a little ways down to the left, but we're starting the day, getting off camp, and we're gonna try to do 15 miles today if possible. So yeah, that's how we're going right now. Funny thing is, I'm always one of the first ones getting up and one of the last ones getting out of camp. I gotta work on that. So the sun is already up and shining. There's really no wind, even though it's cold. It looks like a promising day with the weather. It's golden hour for the mornings. It's very pretty for the photography. Brings colors out. Really nice. So it looks like we made it to a shelter, 5 miles from the last one. This is the closest together shelters I've seen so far. And this one is conveniently located right on the 80. Perfect spot for a good break. And look at that, there's water source right in front of it.
Right here.
Can't get any better.
Shelter here. Right on the trail and water source right there. Sweet. I couldn't have found this.
Yeah, I know, right? They all should be like that. But this is the second one that's this way.
But I was cold last night, bro. The water with the name Cold Water Shelter. Ew, I don't know. I was cold enough last night. I don't think I would have wanted to spend another cold night. Not freezing, just chill. Yeah, that's the easy water. I gotta take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I mean, on the trip.
So we just got to the top. Now we're starting to head down. It looks like we just arrived to a nice little view. Let's see. Whoa. Amazing. So the climb to the Wesser Tower, it's been kind of brutal. It's 1.5 miles up the hill, from the last gap. I can't think of the name right now. We're almost there, and then it should be all downhill from then till the campsite we're going to spend the night at. Can't wait to get there. And looks like we've made it to the top. I hope so. Yes. Let's check this view from below the tower. Oh God. Every time. Worth the climb. Thank you, North Carolina. Alright, so we're up here at the tower. And it's not as tall as I thought it would be, but we're about to go up and see what type of view we can get from top. I mean, the view from below, it's already amazing, so getting a little more clearance from the tree line, wrong way, getting a little more clearance from the tree line won't actually hurt. Oh, this is a steep stairway. And this stair shakes too much for my taste. Once again, I'm not really a big fan of heights, but they won for the team, so I can provide you with this amazing view from top. Maybe once I finish getting up on all the towers that I know I'm gonna be passing by, I'll have conquered my fear to heights. Who knows? Yeah, this is sketchy. Oh wow. Amazing. Look at that. Wow. Woohoo! Definitely worth it. Yes, who would think I would make it this far? I guess I gotta have more faith on myself and know that I can accomplish anything I put my mind to it. Well, my mind and heart. No, I'm still afraid of heights. Roller coasters. Luckily this is not shaking and moving, so I'm okay, but I wouldn't spend too much time up here, especially if it was windy. Luckily there's no wind, but what an amazing view. That over there is the controlled fire they were doing today at the Waya Bold. Luckily we got out of there on time, but you can see all the smoke on that side of the mountains. They're covering a lot of land, well, with the smoke at least. Alright, so enough fun for now. I'm gonna, oh no. Please, Lord, get me down in one piece. Yeah, somebody needs to work on this tower and reinforce every bit of it. It's too freaking shaky. And this stairways are super shaky. It's super steep. Thank you, Lord, we made it down without breaking a leg or my neck. All right, so I'm gonna take a couple of minutes breather, get a sip of water, and we'll continue our journey to campsite tonight. It's almost 3:30. Still got about 4 hours of light before sunset, so we should be able to make it. So we're a little under 5 miles from the next shelter. I recently took my first fall on the AT. Like my buddy up here, Compact, say now that I'm official, since I took my first nasty fall. Luckily I didn't hurt myself too bad. Just scraped my arm a little bit, and it was more of a scary situation because I stepped on a wet rock that I thought it was going to be okay, and I slid and I kind of like rolled a little bit, but more than anything I was concerned about my camera getting a hit against the rock, which it did a little bit, but didn't get damaged. She's still functioning, which I knew it was going to happen, and it will continue to happen. Hopefully it will make it through Maine so I can continue to get nice footage. Today's been very nice with the weather. It's warm, no wind, so can't complain about that. It's just a lot of elevation gain within this first 10 miles. Still got about 3 hours of daylight, so hoping to make it to camp before that, because I definitely don't care for setting up in the dark, even though I know at some point I'm gonna have to do it. Well, I remember I already did that once with my friend Dwayne on our last shakedown in Marion, Virginia. During a snowstorm, we ended up camping about 11 p.m. in the middle of the storm, when it was on the low 20s temperature wise, and a lot of wind and snow coming over us. And it was definitely an interesting night. So I do believe this is the last top of a mountain of the day, and what an impressive view. Wow, unbelievably beautiful. Now we start the descent to the campsite, the shelter, or somewhere in between, because I don't know that I can make it to that shelter in one piece before dark. It's like 3.5 miles away and 2.5 hours of daylight left. I don't want to set up camp in the dark for sure. I definitely wasn't ready for a 15-mile day, but I already commit to it, so I'm gonna push as hard as I can to complete it. And as much pain as I have right now, every time I arrive to one of these spots, I regain my strength, because there's nothing more beautiful than this. Unbelievably beautiful again. So we end up spending the night at the Rufus Morgan shelter. Arrived kind of late last night. It was definitely a very challenging day yesterday with 15.5 miles from the previous stop. It was so late and I was so tired that we didn't really even eat dinner. Kind of like set up tent and went straight to bed. With the other additional inconvenience that my air mattress took a dip with a big hole. I had to sleep on the ground, which wasn't as bad as I thought, but still kept me tossing around all night. This shelter is alright. Of course, like most days, by the time I arrived to the shelter, everything is taken, and there were just a couple of tent pads left to be used, so we were able to accommodate within those 2 tent pads. So today we're about little under a mile from the NOC, so we're about to head that way, get some things taken care of with a little resupply, possibly getting me a new air pad, and then recharging some batteries so we can continue our way through the mountains into the Fontana Dam right before the Smokies. So already packed up, ready to go. Only gonna just get a little water from down there. That's the water source, pretty conveniently located. I'm here with Iris and Compact. So we'll be seeing you in a little bit. We're leaving camp. Kind of late, but we're on the way. And looks like we got the NOC down there. Finally made it. It was I guess we were really close from campsite from last night. So it's gonna be a nice little break. We'll try to keep it as a short day today, with maybe like 9 miles altogether from campsite to the knock, and then to the next shelter for tonight, or campsite, whichever one comes first. Still trying to make it to Fontana Dam by Friday, so we gotta keep it up to be on schedule. As I'm telling you, last night I was actually borderline collapsing, and I keep telling myself, this is what you wanted, so like everybody else say, you gotta embrace the suck. So I did embrace it, and I'm still on the run.